Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Damn! Intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Don't get too happy.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Going to go right back to Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Aguilar goes off in motion. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. Second down. Jackson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion, the tight end Uzomah. Once again, it's Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. They'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught.
In trouble, and down he goes. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake, Jackson. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
A second down throw for Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. A first down throw for Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Report!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Sent down by Cody Barton.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Penix on 3rd down. He throws a bullet to the set. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. First and 10, around to Robinson. Jukes one defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. This throw is cut. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Working quickly here. Penix here from the gun. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Has it in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. When the best of them, make it look over.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love it.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up, Alex Singleton. The 50. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Bit of an odd score thus far, 6-2. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They start out 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Completed to Sutton. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. With 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
They'll throw again. Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and long for Nix. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Sent down by Cody Barton. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down. And again, it's Penix. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. To the air with Penix. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. That one intended for Drake London. So now they have 3rd and short. Penix looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. defense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying for it with Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown.
We don't care about what you're doing, Holmes.
Take
We
the
did
lead
every
just
time.
before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. And he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Let's go now. Throwing now, following the turnover. He puts some power on it, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons return the interception almost to midfield.
You're going to cry in the car.
And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos take possession of the
To give you a little hope.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there instantly as he made
Gotta do something with the ball
everybody
when we
was
win the
looking
game.
for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. D. Alford getting there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, Well, for about a split
You
second,
gonna quit. You gonna
play
quit.
call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. What a play to beat the defense on fourth down. It's 23 yards and a first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos pick it up.
Congratulations. I gave the last place. Be thankful.
Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space. He sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
He's throwing for it, and he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and it forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. It puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Escapes a defender. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. So we're through 3 here. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. He'll throw it. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Robinson on the inside give. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Penix to throw. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Falcons down by only 3. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Back to throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He lets one fly deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Another run for Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down around the 34. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Williams. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Kind of like that punt returner, Kate, that's just looking for that lane to run. This guy just couldn't find it. Defenders beat him to the spot, left him to try and cut back, or simply take it out of bounds like he just did.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Falcons take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape